This is Zen Spiritual Poetry by David Ashley White-Hou Shepherd, also known as Poppy Shep, and now embracing the spiritual names essay, Mandy High and Shep.
Now listen. So, you think you can tell heaven from hell? Blue as the skies, a bloody pain. Nobody knows what it's like to be the bad man. The bad man. The bad man. The lonely man. The lonely man. Nobody knows what it's like to be the bad man. The bad man. The destitute man. The destitute man. The crucified man who died and lived. Nobody knows what it's like. Nobody knows what it's like. Working class hero is something to bloody be. Working class hero is something to bloody be. To be. To be. Working class man. Family man. Family woman and child is something to be. To be. A working class grandma and grandpa is something to bloody be. To be. To be. A working class dog is something to bloody be. But tonight, I must go swinging. I must go swinging. I must go swinging down the gallows. They say I killed a man. They say I killed a man. Smashed in his bloody head. Left him for bloody dead. Damn their eyes. Damn their eyes. Damn their eyes. But tonight I must go swinging. And the sheriff came to my cell. Said, well, how are you, David? And I said, well, how are you, Sheriff? Damn your eyes. Damn your eyes. And I seen Molly in the crowd. And I said, hey, Molly, damn your eyes. Damn your eyes. I'll be in heaven looking down. Bloody be. Working class hero is something to bloody be. To be. To be. Working class man. Family man. Family woman. And child is something to be. To be. A working class grandma and grandpa is something to bloody be. To be. To be. A working class dog is something to bloody be. But tonight, I must go swinging. I must go swinging. I must go swinging down the gallows. They say I killed a man. They say I killed a man. Smashed in his bloody head. Left him for bloody dead. Damn their eyes. Damn their eyes. Damn their eyes. But tonight I must go swinging. And the sheriff came to my cell. Said, well, how are you, David? And I said, well, how are you, Sheriff? Damn your eyes. Damn your eyes. And I seen Molly in the crowd. And I said, hey, Molly, damn your eyes. Damn your eyes. I'll be in heaven looking down, saying, damn your eyes. Didn't I tell you so? While you critters will be all down there. Damn your eyes. I hurt myself today. I hurt myself today. Let's see if I can still feel my bloody pain. And you can have it all. My empire of dirt But I am still right here. Still right here.
That was Zen Spiritual Poetry by David Ashley White-Hou Shepherd, also known as Poppy Shep, and now embracing the spiritual names Essay, Mandihai, and Shep. David was born on the summer solstice of 1960 in a humpy in Goulburn and taken to Crookwell Base Hospital, New South Wales, roughly 26 miles away. There he was placed on an incubator, and family law suggests he was swapped as a baby. He remained in Crookwell until he was 5.5, attending the local kindergarten. He remembers being in the school band, playing the triangle, and laughs about the recital at the local town hall, where he only got to strike the triangle once. David learned Aboriginal languages from his neighbourhood friends, and by the time he started school, he was speaking a mixture of languages, which made it harder to communicate with the other kids initially. He identifies strongly with his Indigenous heritage, and although as part of the lost generation he remains detached from any specific tribal affiliation, he yearns to trace his lineage and reconnect with those who first guided him. When living in Parramatta, David was visited by warriors of the elders from the Crookwell region, and they told him they were from his tribe. He was told the totems of his tribe, which included the king brown snake on the right, king black on the left, and a goanna in the middle underneath. His tribe suffered from one of the last modern-day massacres of Aboriginal people between 1914 and 1940, a problem that still persists today. David's life has been as colourful as his beginnings, marked by traumas and horrors he endured without support or counselling. A serious workplace accident injured his right hand, adding to his challenges. Undeterred, he managed his mental health alone, and he channeled his struggles into art. He is a prolific painter, sculptor, potter, and chalkboard artist, and above all, a poet, most recently studying the haiku. He is also sitting his exam to become an art therapist so that he can teach autistic children. His first poetry collection, O Spiritual Man, was released as an audiobook that can be found online and launched a 4-part series exploring pain, healing, and spiritual growth. David seeks justice for all and has a heart full of kindness. Now based in Lithgow, New South Wales, David is in the midst of a creative renaissance. Recently, he has been creating an audio series of his poems and has launched the Zen O Spiritual Man Poetry YouTube channel to share his work. His story remains one of resilience, creativity, and the enduring human spirit. Subscribe to David's YouTube channel to follow his prolific journey.